In 280 characters, any person or group of people now have the ability to share their thoughts, opinions, ideas, and news across a platform of millions of people. There is a new wave of human interaction and communication that occurs routinely on digital devices. Social media is a facet of modern society that has become integral in almost every person's life. As one of the fastest growing industries in the world and a resource that more and more people every day are depending on for news, tips, advice, communication, entertainment, and so much more, many of us probably cannot imagine our lives without it. The growth of social media over the years has been rapid. Young adults and kids today have grown up with these new forms of technology and media, leaving older generations to wonder the effects of these platforms, and if they really know as much as they think they do about their children's use of social media.
The use of so many enticing platforms have become a norm in American society, the little aspect of technology for us to use and enjoy for the rest of our lives. But the gratification of social media varies with age. We interviewed Lake Highland students, parents, and staff, comparing the values of social media in each age group. According to a CNN article, by the age of 12, half of the United States population has some form of social media. This may seem like a young age, but these young users believe they benefit from social media use, allowing the development of creativity and connection to friends. On the other hand, social media brings an urge for admiration.
For other people, maybe, but not me.
Yeah, sometimes I get a little jealous if like my friends have like 90 likes and I have like 2 likes on this post.
Although some teenagers may also urge for admiration, most of us had veered away from that path, more regularly using social media for a way to connect to the world. Through countless studies, scientists have proven that some teenagers have created an obsession with their technology and those apps within them.
I think it depends. Like, some people definitely are. I know, like, I used to do it for like 6 hours a day.
I think some teenagers are obsessed with social media and they can spend hours on end on Instagram or Snapchat. And I think if they were to spend less time on the internet, they would have better grades and like better relationships.
Adults and parents, on the other hand, love to tell us teenagers the proper way to behave with technology, then turn around and spend time scrolling through their own messaging platforms.
I think parents are afraid of social media. The first reason is because it's the fear of the unknown. They don't have the mastery that their sons and their daughters do of it.
I think of as a parent, but it's kind of scary, is it's not necessarily what you're worried about what your kid is doing, is what's being sent to your kid.
It's because a lot of adults see a lot of negativity that comes out of it with like hiding behind a computer screen and being able to say what you want. And they can kind of see how it could cause damage, so they want to protect their children from that.
Everyone knows someone who believes everything they see on the internet. And that goes for social media too. I'm sure we have all heard of Twitter, a place where you can post or say literally anything you want, and the only thing holding you back is a character limit per post. From a personal view, it doesn't seem that bad, but when you combine celebrities and people with lots of followers, they gain the ability to spread any message they want with just a post button. It's hard for just anyone to successfully sift through all the misleading information and determine true from false. Lots of times, the fake news is much more interesting and outlandish, making followers want to read it. And that's why false information and news is 70% more likely to spread and be retweeted than true stories. People say the news is sad or depressing, but the news accounts are only sharing what they know will get a lot of hits by making the user feel worried or like they have to learn about a certain story so they can be prepared. Seeing these posts can give someone a false sense of know, like they were one of the first people to hear this breaking news, and they want to be the one who shares it with everyone. So they send it to all their friends, who send it to their friends, and so on and so forth.
Here is a clip from popular television show Black Mirror, a show that expands on different aspects of today's society and how they could prove to be detrimental to our world in the future. This episode, called Nosedive, focuses on the effects of social media and our obsession with affirmation from others, even total strangers. You'd think this concept is just an exaggeration, calling attention to an issue as a warning. But right now, in our modern world, this type of point system is going on in China.
The government is building a social credit system to rate the trustworthiness of 1.4 billion people, but it's already happening in Suzhou City. Every citizen starts with 100 points linked to their ID card or social media. If you do something good, like volunteer at a charity, recycle trash, donate blood, or send positive energy messages on social media about the country, your score goes up. If you do something bad, like jaywalk, cancel a reservation, leave a dishonest review, or you are even friends with someone with a low rating on social media, your score drops.
Seems like Black Mirror wasn't predicting that far into the future.
It's very easy to be tempted by what you see on social media, and the people with the biggest influence are the ones with the most followers, celebrities. They use their influence for many things: personal promotions, brand deals, charity foundations, as well as their personal life. But many don't see the harm they could cause by accidentally promoting harmful things. They glorify parties, alcohol, and drugs. They can also just be flaunting their wealth and their ability to do things because they are almost untouchable. But while posting, they can really help companies flourish. Whether the posts are paid or just because they choose to wear the clothing item for the day, the sales of the item increase immensely. Celebrities and influencers, such as YouTubers, also have the option to use social media to generate another source of income. Some are able to use their sponsored posts to donate to charities that resonate with them.
Social media has provided humanity with both benefits and burdens most of us would never have dreamt of. Let's allow the evolution of social media and the admiration of technology to continue, and aim to subside the silly fake news and celebrity posts, while continuing to dream of where social media will take us next.